everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Toastmasters and your guests. Welcome to Roseburg Speakers and Storytellers Toastmasters Club. And here we go. Let me introduce three things. First, Toastmasters International was established in California in 1924 by Ralph Smedley. And probably last week, our founder was birthday. I don't know. I don't know what his birthday, how age. And yeah, in here we learn and grow to be good communication and public speaking and leadership. And the second, Roseburg Speakers and Storytellers was established in Oregon in 19 September 2005. We are a blended or hybrid club. Our members are all from all over the world, and we meet every Monday at 7 a.m. Oregon time. And the last one for you guys, please unmute your microphone during the meeting. And for role takers, please identify your role in front of your name. Let's begin the meeting, and I'm going to handle the meeting to someone with a warm and welcoming personality. Yeah, she is our president, Miss Ayu Anantial. Please welcome.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Melva. Good morning from Houston, Texas, to all over the world. We have Mexico, we have Indonesia, we have India, we have Oregon, we have Silva is in somewhere in US too. So today, our Toastmaster of the day is Rukaya Motagam. She is one of leading member in Roseburg Speaker and Storytellers. Today, she will lead us as Toastmaster of the day. Let's help me welcome Rukaya.
Thank you so much, Ayu, for the warm welcome. Hello and welcome, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I feel excited to be the Toastmaster of the day, as this is one job that makes me feel extremely happy. Oh, are those my emotions towards this club meeting? I guess yes. That's my emotions talking through my mouth. Emotion, which has been chosen as the theme for today, is referred to as those feelings that derive from certain circumstances or maybe mood or the relationship we share with others. But are the feelings and emotions same? Let's have a look on this thought with this one video. I would like to share my screen for the same.
Why do we have feelings? Imagine when we went home from school one day and there was a nice, warm, delicious pie waiting for you. It would make you happy, right? Now imagine you went home from a bad day at school, knowing there was to be a delicious hot pie waiting for you, only to find out there is no pie. How would you feel? Probably quite sad and disappointed, right? Happiness, contentment, love, bitterness, worry are some of the many feelings we have. To understand why we have feelings, we must first understand what are feelings. Feelings are mental associations and reactions to an emotion. They are colored by our personal experiences and beliefs. Wait a minute, aren't feelings and emotions the same? Well, they are many times used interchangeably, so one might think they are the same, but the truth is that they are different. Emotions are involuntary bodily responses, like when you go to school and come to know there is a surprise test. Your pulse increases and you feel uneasy in your stomach. On the other hand, feelings make you aware of your emotions.
I hope that this video has helped to make a clear differentiation between what emotions and feelings are. Whilst not taking more of the time, I would like to introduce all the role players for today's meeting and would inform you that how each of the role taker in their life take care of their emotional balance while they're going through some emotional situations. I would like to call upon our first role taker, the grammarian of the day, who is also the general evaluator, our very own president of the club, who says that she takes care of her emotional balance by praying. Anywhere, anytime, whenever she feels low or whenever she is happy, she just prays. So, Miss Ayu Anantya, the floor is all yours. Kindly elaborate your role.
Thank you, Ruku. Ruku, just a little bit pause. Heather is here. Heather,
Hello,
yeah, are you ready?
I just came home just now.
Okay, but just saying, are you ready to take up the role?
No, no, no. I'm really tired right now.
Okay,
But
okay
but
then.
I would take that role on next Monday.
Sure, sure, sure. Thank you, Heather, and welcome.
Thank you.
Fellow Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen, today I will be the general evaluator for today's meeting. My job is just look and notice everything. If there is something really stand out, I will mention that in my report. And if there is something that missing, I will also mention that in my report. And I will also take up as grammarian and counter for today's meeting. And I will be reporting everything at the end of the meeting. Ruku, over to you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Ayu, for elaborating your role. I'm sorry, have you given the word of the day? I didn't hear it.
Thank you, Ruku, for that reminder. The word of the day is empathy. I will put the definition in the chat in a few minutes. Thank you. Empathy. Please use that as often as you can. And over to you, Ruku.
Thank you so much, Ms. Ayu. Now, I would like to call upon the next role taker of the day, Ixchel, who is the timer of the day. And she says that when she is going through mixed emotion, she turns towards yoga as well as meditation and also tries to listen to her heart because she says that, that her answer to every situation lies in her heart. Excel, the floor is all yours. Please come and elaborate your role.
Thank you very much, Ms. Toastmaster of the Day. Hello, everyone. Yes, I will take the time for all our speakers. I will show green when we have at the minimum time, and when we have in the middle of the time, I will show yellow. And it's time to gather, to grab all for your idea, to end when to end, and red is the maximum time. As you know, we have different kind of speakers. We have the prepared speech that they take 5 minutes at minimum and 7 minutes to maximum. In our topic table, we have the topic speaker that we have time or 1 minute to 2 minutes. And our evaluators, we took 2 minutes to 3 minutes. Thank you very much, Rukaya. Go back to you.
Thank you so much, Excel. Now, I would like to call upon Miss Yasmin, who is the accounter for the day. And she says that her ultimate escape plan to every situation, whether it is happy or sad or mixed, is running. She goes running whenever she is happy, whenever she's sad, or in any of the circumstances. So, Miss Yasmin, please come upon and elaborate your role.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day. Our counter is an exciting role because it helps us keep running smoothly on the surface of speaking. The moment you face hurdles like or like no, so it's that you know that you are not running smooth, and that's when I'm going to come in as a reminder to you all that you are, in case using filler words, not to do it. And to do that, I will bring the report towards the end of the meeting. So please, without fillers. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, Miss Yasmin. So now let's start with our meeting. And as usual, we will have 3 sessions. First being the prepared speech, second, table topics, and third, the evaluation round. Starting with our first session, I would like to call our first speaker of the day. And trust me when I say this, that I was personally very excited for today's meeting because I think that she has the sweetest voice. Yes, of course, I'm talking about Shilpa, who says that she takes care of her emotional self by turning up to the people who uplifts her. And also she believes in spirituality and yoga. Ms. Shilpa, the stage is all yours. I'm really sorry. I forgot to mention her speech details. Her pathways is dynamic leadership, and the title of her speech is 3 C's of conflict resolution, level 1, evaluation and feedback number 1. Ms. Shilpa, the stage is all yours.
I'm all ready. I got my hat. I got my jacket.
Shilpa, we don't hear you. We lost you. We lost the audio.
Did you hear anything at all?
Yeah, just in the beginning, just for a few seconds in the beginning.
Okay. So I got my hat, I got my bag, jacket, all ready for a great trip today. We are on a holiday after all, with my dear cousin. Is she ready yet? Are you ready? Give me 2 more minutes. Okay, I'll just wait on the couch. I'll wait. Fellow Toastmasters, dear Toastmaster of the day, and most welcome guests. This was the beginning of a conflict. We all know conflict is unavoidable. Invited or uninvited, conflict always greets us. So, what would we do? I could have fought it, but then I remembered you can turn a conflict or avoid it only by your own participation. In my speech today, I'm going to share with you how I handled the situation on the holiday with my cousin with the 3 C's I say. 3 C's for conflict resolution. Just give me 1 second here and I'll bring them to you one by one. So, the first first one is communication. The second one is compassion. The third one is collaboration. Those are the 3 C's of conflict resolution we are going to talk about today. Why is conflict resolution important at all? Not only these small little things, but we are facing conflict on the global level, as we all know today. Can I really directly do to resolve that conflict? Maybe, maybe not. But I can make myself and people around me in a better situation with these 3 C's. The first one is, I hope you can all see it very nicely. Repeat with me, communication. So the first C of conflict resolution is communication. What I did in this situation is like after, are you ready yet? 5 more minutes, I'll be just ready in 5 more minutes. Did those 5 more minutes were actually 5 more minutes? No. They lingered on, and I missed the bus. We missed the bus to the scenic route that we were supposed to take. What I did was I sat down and told my cousin that how is it hampering our vacation? How is it we are not making the most of the day? We are at an exotic location like Thailand, and what are we doing in the hotel room? I tried to explain her. From her side, it was like, oh, you worry too much. We have 5 more days here. It's like, did the communication first thing that I tried to take the first step work? Not necessarily. Sometimes it might not. Then I brought in the second C of conflict resolution. This is, repeat with me, compassion. Thinking about it, what is it that's preventing her from just making the use of it? I had to bring on my compassion hat and try to understand. It's like, okay, what do you want from this vacation? Although I love my cousin very much and we thought it would be a good day, I did not knew this would arise. So she's like, I just want to relax on my vacation. I cannot be running around early morning, 8 o'clock. Understand the other party's point of view. Think from their perspective. Put yourself in their shoes. That's empathy. We talked about empathy today. Compassion is just another word for empathy. So until and unless you understand what is going on the other side, probably the conflict will not be resolved. I got it, and then I thought about it. One more very important thing is conflict resolution is just not about getting things what you want to be done. It's not about winning. It's about the third C of conflict resolution, the collaboration. What now my idea was to collaborate, to make a plan with my cousin. He's like, okay, how are we going to approach this? Do you mind if I go alone on some of the morning outings? It's like, not at all, go ahead. Okay, so we spent the mornings together doing what we wanted. We collaborated on the solution. And in the evenings or the afternoon, she joined me and then we had a great time together. This way, she did not have to compromise on her idea of vacation, and I did not have to compromise on my idea of vacation. We all both, in a way, got what we wanted, not 100%, but we resolved the conflict that was there through communication, compassion, and collaboration. Now, these are the 3 C's of conflict resolution. Have you ever come through a conflict, across a conflict with your spouse, friends, family, workplace, neighbors? I'm sure you have. Have you tried any of these 3 C's? If yes, put it in the chat. If not, I would urge you, I would request you, I would coax you. No, I'm not pushing you, but I would say just try these 3 C's of compassion, collaboration, and communication in conflict resolution. But avoid the confusion because that is the not nicer C. That does not work in conflict resolution. Now I'm off to seeing the good pictures from that trip, and the stage is back to Toastmaster Roku.
Thank you so much, Shilpa, for an excellent speech. See, now that is the reason why I say that you have the sweetest voice amongst all. So, moving forward, now I would like to call upon our second speaker, who is the most humorous one. And he says that he takes care of his emotional self by walking, because while walking, he listens to music, he practices his speech, he gives a thought to his thoughts, and he just calmly observes the nature. Calmly, really? Can I believe that from you? So, Tiger, the floor is all yours. And the title of his speech is Learn, Fall, Learn, and Share. Tiger, the stage is all yours.
I remember my first humor contest online. I was on fire. I was throwing pine cones at squirrels. I was running a chainsaw. I was walking on logs and falling into the river. I was brilliant. I was funny. After all the speeches were done, I waited to be announced the champion. Third place, no tiger, no problem. Second place, no tiger, no problem. First place, no tiger. I was devastated. Did I go over time? Graham, I was awesome. I was funny as a humor contest. I had everyone laughing. What's the problem? Tiger, you were manic the whole time. You never once slowed down. You were off camera about half the time. You say something funny, you never gave people a chance to really absorb it or laugh. Let me teach you how to use Zoom and how to tell jokes. So he taught me on Zoom, have something here on this side. So now you know that you're just about off camera. Have something over here. I have a chair over here. Now you know you're about off camera. Only allow yourself to back up so far. I got a door back here. And come in. When you tell a joke, come in. Like for instance, he who laughs last. Didn't get the joke. Pause. Let people enjoy your speech. About a month later, I joined another contest. This was an international contest. I told a story about going to Alaska. I was flying in a Cessna airplane, rickety old airplane, 3 hours out of Anchorage over nothing. All of a sudden, a pilot, this large bearded man, "Well, city boy, there's your new home." And he banked the plane and he put my face right into the mirror. As I looked down, I noticed there was nothing. There were a few buildings in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, city boy. There ain't no shopping malls down there. There ain't no grocery stores, and there sure as heck ain't no pretty women. I went on to tell a story about my boss, Eskimo Joe. Eskimo Joe taught me how to cut fish and push fish and measure fish. I was brilliant. I knew for sure this was it. Third place, no tiger, no problem. Second place, no tiger, no problem. And as I waited to be recognized as the champion, first place, Puerto Rico. There was only 4 speakers. I got last. This time I called up a gentleman by the name of Jim. Jim, I was brilliant. I was entertaining. People were laughing. It was a great story. Tiger, it was a fun story. You are by far and away the most entertaining. Have you ever looked at the score sheet for an international contest? No. Half of the points are for the message. You had no message. Your story was hilarious, but you had no message. I'm sure the judges were wanting to give you points, but they couldn't. Lesson learned. In your speeches, especially for the international speech contest, but really for any speech in Toastmasters, there has to be a clear message. Well, I failed twice. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to use my learnings to compete in contests because for the last 2 years I've been involved in the district and you can't compete. However, during this process, because I am humorous, Ruku mentioned that, several people reached out to have me help them with humor in their speeches. And this just kind of snowballed. I helped a couple of people. They passed this information on to other people and said, this guy is really good at putting humor into a speech and adding a message and knowing how to use Zoom. One thing led to another, and I got to coach several dozen people. Last contest season, I coached about 15 people. Several of them won division contests and a couple won district contests. The most impressive person I worked with, I don't refer to these people as proteges, they're not proteges, they're partners. The most impressive partner I worked with is in District 87. She's from Indonesia. I wonder how I got connected with her. She had been a district champion in the past and had worked on her current speech for some time, had gone to numbers, over a dozen different clubs, and got feedback. She came to me. I had actually seen her at the area contest. I was a judge. And so I had seen it once. And she sent me the video and said, I want you to critique my speech. Well, I watched it and I noticed there were some things, some of her spacing, some of the way she said things, her message wasn't quite clear. There were some things that I could definitely give her advice on. My question, and this is really important, if you're going to coach somebody, this is a really important question. How discerning do you want me to be? How brutal do you want me to be with my evaluation? And she said, I want you to be brutal. We worked together for several months and she went on to win a district contest. Yeah, I was so happy. I was dancing around the room. Coaching is fun. Take your failures, learn from your mistakes, and then pass that learning on to other people. This is the best part about Toastmasters. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Tiger, for this speech. Now, I would like to move on to the next session, the table topic session. And for the same, I would like to invite Gabby, who is the table topic master for the day. And she says that in order to take care of the emotional self, it is important to get the clear idea of each and every situation, because it is really, really important to reflect on the things that the person is doing wrong. She says that it is important to accept the situation and thank the God for the given situation. Now, I would like to call upon her to conduct this session and give information about the session.
Thank you, Ruku. Good morning. Good morning in Mexico. Today I am the table topics master, and I would like I want to share my screen. Sorry, and I choose some of you. I would like to participate. I don't know, Equip. Equip, do you want to participate today in this session?
Yes, Gaby, can you hear me?
Okay, yes. How are you, Equip?
I'm good.
Thank you, Equip. You can choose one. What do you want to choose?
I have to choose between 1 to 8, huh? A number, or I should
Okay.
choose a topic. Should I choose a topic from given numbers?
No, do you want to choose of the name of the face? Maybe the best day of my life, or waiting for something better.
I'm waiting for something better.
Okay. Here we go. How could you create more balance in your life?
Thanks, Gaby, for giving me this thoughtful topic. How could you create more balance in your life? When balance word comes, I only talk of work-life balance. One side you have a work, one side you have a life. And balancing these two things are really tough time when you have a family. When you have a family to meet every night, these two becomes really challenging. And for all my friends who are married, they say, how you are able to manage? And I'm like, bro, I don't have anything to manage. It's you who has something to manage. I'm bachelor. I don't have any baggage. So I don't have to report someone in night. I can attend meetings till 11:30 p.m. No one is going to ask me whether I'm doing Coastline Toastmasters meeting, Roseburg Storyteller meeting, or am I attending my office meeting? So there is no catch. However, work-life balance is very important for all of us. Most of us here work for a corporate company, and we know how difficult it is to manage both sides. Sometimes you might be getting late from your office, sometimes you have family problems, but getting time out for the thing which is important, prioritizing things which is important at that point of time, helps you achieve the larger goal. One more thing, I believe that whatever company, whatever organization we are working for, we should delimit ourselves till the office hours, till the time we are in the office, because this is not something which we are meant for. Uh, when your life goes, I mean, when you are about to die and you have some 1 minute, 5 minutes time to think, you won't be thinking about your office, your colleagues, or your project which is pending, but the people in your life, the relationship that you have, and you would like to cherish them, you'd like to meet your friends, or you'd like to talk to them. So it's all about relationship, and I feel that we should prioritize relationship rather than focusing on work. So that is how I feel, and I believe most of us will be aligned with my thought. Over to you, Gabby.
Thank you, Equip. It's right that explain that this question. Thank you, Equip. Now I want to participate. Do you want to participate, Heider? Are you here? Hello, Heider. Or choose anyone. Maybe Jasmine. Do you want to participate now?
Yes, please.
Yes. You choose one.
It surprises me.
Okay. Maybe this. When was the last time you felt embarrassed? What happened? How did you handle the situation?
Wow. I think I can just go about the embarrassing situations forever. I am embarrassed so many times about the stupid things that I do around. But yes, I have to mention perhaps the most recent one. I am mentored by a senior friend who helps me manage my finances, and he trains me to deal with the details. So I went to deposit something in the bank, and he requested me to take the picture of the application. He wanted me to take the picture of the application before I submit it to the bank as a proof for myself, in case there are any details which I might need on further. So he wanted me to do that. He called me before I submit the application, and I was in a very hurry, crowded queue. I was confused. I don't know what to do, to pay attention to what he's saying and take an application, or just give my application to the banker. And I chose the later. I just gave the application to the banker. And next day he asked me, "Did you do that?" And I know I will be creating a huge problem by saying no, because he's going to give me 30 minutes lecture over it. So I just silently said yes. And to that, he replied loudly, saying, "Good, I have trained you well. You know how to take the details." And I was so embarrassed and I was so ashamed that I told a lie to him. Well, lies don't cover themselves forever. So sooner I had to go to him, because I had sleepless nights thinking that I just muttered a yes to him, for which he said a good, a loud good. So one day I decided, after 2 days, I decided I'm just going to go and apologize to him for lying. And I did that. And that was the day I felt so relieved and relaxed. A huge burden was out of my shoulder. So the moral of the story is that yes, as a human, we do make mistakes, but it is never late to go and apologize and accept your mistake. Thank you, and back to you, Gabby.
Thank you, Jasmine. It was embarrassing, this situation. Okay. Aju, can you help me with another? Do you want to participate? Yes. You choose one. Can you choose one?
It surprises me.
Okay. What are two of your personal habits that have worked well for you?
Okay. Personal habit. Hmm. The apple never will not fall far from the tree. Is that the correct sentence? Well, something like that. So I used to see my father writing notes just in the middle of nowhere, or in the middle of anything. My father will ask me, "Are you have a small paper and a pen?" Even while he was driving a car. And there is always a small paper, like cut or use one, like a scrap paper. And I will start write. He will dictate me. For example, Yasmin. I will put the name Yasmin. Check on supplies. Check on supplies. Or maybe sometimes one thing, sometimes two things. And then an hour later or 5 minutes later or anytime, he will ask him, are you a pen and a piece of paper? Again, name and note. I don't know whether it's how I learn it, but it seems like it's be a part of me until today. I always have notes, always. And this is more important than my life sometimes. If I don't have this, I don't know what to do. That is one of the personal habits that helped me a lot, because once I write it, I don't need to think about it. So I have more space in my brain doing something else. Gabby, it's not two personal habits, only one, but that's what I can share today.
Thank you so much. Don't worry, Ayu. Okay. I want. I would like you to participate. Maybe itself. The timer itself. Or Melba, do you want to participate? Yes. Okay. Can you choose one?
Birthday. Are you done or not?
Birthday. Okay. How could you create more balance in your life?
How could you create more balance in your life? Oh. Okay. Okay. Actually, I just like I don't think too much about everything. I just like let it, because I don't like to make it complicated in my mind. So if I have something bad things or yeah that happens that I don't want, I just like let in. Okay, nothing's for, because we know nothing's in forever, right? And time will heal it. So to make balance, to create balance in our life is, yeah, letting it go. Don't think too much about everything. Just care about yourself, peace of mind, and live happily. I think that's it. Back to you, Gabby.
Thank you so much, Melba. I want to choose the last itself. Do you want to participate? Timer itself.
Okay, yes.
Can you choose one?
I'm begging of laughter.
Okay. What do you do for fun? What do you do for fun?
Well, I do many things. Like, of course, the first is go out walking, to go to the mountain, and also now I enjoy it so much to swimming that I couldn't swim for during 10, 20 years, 15 years, and I have the opportunity to do again, and it was like real life again. So I love it. For fun, I think that the easiest be relaxed, to enjoy the life, to be present, For example, here, hearing you, it's so good. Hear all your great words and take also some recommendation or advice that you say or when you explain how you feel. So I think that it's take the good points in the life. I think that it's a good way to be fun and think that the things can be better. It helps it too much to change the situation, and it's like a magic when you think in that, everything is changing. So that's the things that I do.
Yes, thank you, Itchel. The last I choose Michelle. Michelle, do you want to participate? Yes, okay. You can choose one.
Love.
Yes.
I choose love.
Love. Okay. How could you create more balance in your life?
Thank you very much, Madame Toastmaster, Madame Table Topics Master. The first thing that I would want to do to create more balance in my life is to empathize with what are the needs of other people. Because if I understand what other people need, then I will have more and more empathy for their needs, and I can balance. For example, I have 4 children. If I have empathy for my 4 kids, then when one of them will ask for my time, I can choose who has greater need for me at this moment. Or a friend. If I empathize that a friend is having issues in her personal life, then even if my daughter wants me to spend time with her, I would know enough to maybe just give her a little time and then spend more time with my friend, because this friend, based on what I have understood of her needs me more. My balance in my life is fluid. It changes from week to week, from day to day, and even from hour to hour. Because sometimes what happens, and people say they're stressed, they are torn between different aspects of their life. They don't feel a balance. That's usually because they have not chosen which to give priority at the moment. And from my experience, and I have a long experience because I have lived in this world for a long time, I've noticed that people who have empathy do not have as much stress as people who feel that they have to do things exactly at this point in their life. So, Madam Table Topics Master, that's how I create balance in my life. Back to you.
Thank you, Michelle. And that's it. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster of the Day, Rukaya. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Gabby, for the fun-filled session. Now, let's move on to our last session, the evaluation session. And for the same, I would like to call upon our general evaluator of the day, Ms. Ayu Ananthia.
Thank you, Rukaya. I love the way you present as Toastmaster of the meeting. One thing that I noticed from you is always well prepared. That consistency, keep it up. Right now I'm going to call upon the evaluator. The first evaluator is Yasmin, who will be evaluating Silva. Yasmin, are you ready?
Yes, please. I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Yasmin Telwala.
Thank you very much. 3 C's to resolve the conflicts. Are those 3 C's with you all? I think so, yes. We all know the 3 C's that Shilpa wanted to tell us. The message was so clear. The 3 C's that we want to have: communication, compassion, and collaboration. She made sure that we do not miss this through a prop, through emphasizing on it, through bringing these 3 C's in different sections of her stories, one by one. So very well done, Shilpa, in terms of bringing out the message so clearly to us that we know that we have dedicated this 5 to 7 minutes to you to know that to resolve any conflict, we have to keep these 3 C's handy with us. There were certain struggles and challenges with her today. When she started, she faced a little bit of issue with the audio. She had to adjust a little bit with her computer and her presence on the screen. And those were obvious challenges. And we know that these are the challenges which are temporary in the nature, given that she perhaps is still in the stage of positioning herself. So Shilpa, we can give you a benefit of doubt for today, but definitely please take these into mind because these were real obvious challenge. But what we loved is that these challenges did not stop you. You know the audio is not there, then you were back again. You know you have to fix on with your computer. So you yourself were realizing there are certain issues that need to be fixed, and you were on taking care of it during the speech. You started with your props of hat and everything, which immediately made us think, oh, okay, there is something going on, something exciting is happening. We know it's a journey, it's a travel that you are taking, and we understood it little better towards as your story moved, that it is about a conflict between you and your cousin about the travel, and you are narrating, bringing in these messages of conflict through that story. But somehow we felt that the characters in the story did not come up that well, and there were certain time at places we could not connect the links. For example, when you started your conflict issue, immediately we did not realize. It took us time to understand that this is how the story is going to flow. It's a story between you and your cousin and the conflict scenario coming in. So as a feedback, if you could really work a bit to tease out these 2 characters equally prominently through your speech, and you can do so by bringing in 2 constant characters, 2 constant voices, or 2 constant positions on the screen, so that throughout we feel this consistency that it's happening between you and your cousin. So I believe it's a very good speech. Your ending was perfect. You also brought in the 4th C of confusion, which we did not realize during the meeting. Definitely you did not, during the speech, we were not confused with the speech. We were clear with the message. But yes, please work on your setting a little bit next time so that you know how you are going to play with your positions and bring in these 2 characters more prominently in your speech. Thank you, and give it back to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Yasmin. Thank you for your feedback. And I love the way you brought positivity in your feedback. I hope Silpa, it will help Silpa. I'm sure it will help Silpa a lot. Now let's move on to our next evaluator. Melva Putri, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Melva Putri.
Wow, take it and learn from your mistake. Okay, Tiger, you nail it. Give a round of applause to Tiger. Wow, I was so enjoyable on your speech, and without realizing it was done. And I got surprised, huh? Is it done? Yeah, 3 things that I like your speech. First, you are so dramatic. You are full of empathy. You are good to play character, emotion, and playing, yeah, whatever you have in your face. Like, I like the way. And the second, gesture. You move one side to another side, and using your hand. Oh my god, how to say it? I think that you try to, it's hard, nervous to evaluate you, Tiger. I think you are good in gesture because you full of the energy in your gesture, like to represent how to using phone and using your hand to express the situation. I think that's good. And the most important that in your speech is, yeah, message, right? You told in your speech is everything, every speech that you want to deliver, and in table topic in prepared speech is the message. Like in your speech, humorist, even everyone is laugh, but you are not the winner at the time because you didn't put the message. And from you we get a message that is fail and learn. Fail and learn till we get the number one. I think that's it. I have no recommendation for you because I know you are so good, you are so perfect, you're so excellent. I think that's it. Back to you, Ayu.
Melva, we saw your struggle to express your thought, which is understandable. Congratulations though on you know being an evaluator today. You did it. Unfortunately, you don't have any recommendation. Next time, try harder. Okay. Just one recommendation is one of the key of feedback. So just look for one, even small one, right? Focus on that one first. Again, I was just like you I was just like you. But every time I become an evaluator, I will try to find at least one. It's just become a better evaluator. That's all. Thank you. And now we are moving to the timer. Excel. How about our timing today?
Okay. Today, most of us wanted to talk, so we were almost at the limit, but it was great. Okay, let me share in the chat the time. Okay, now you can see the time for the speaker. Shilpa 7 minutes 24, Tiger 7 minutes 32. Akif in the topic table, he speak 2 minutes 20, Jasmine 2 minutes 26, Aju 2 minutes 17, Melba almost 1 minute, I 1 minute 35, Michelle 2 minutes 6 seconds, Jasmine for her evaluation 3 minutes 45, and Melba 2 minutes 19. Yes, most of us wanted to talk a lot. That's my report. Even I didn't want emphasize with most of you, but and also Melba, that we were the shortest, but all others talk a lot. Thank you, Aju. Back to you.
Thank you, Excel. Thank you. Next things is, oh, my report. I will choose for the grammarian report word of the day. I heard Silpa, Yasmin to chat, Michelle, of course, and actually Melva saying the word of the day. Thank you. Oh, Akib too. Sorry, Akib, I miss you. Ooh. The next thing is I will choose one person, which is Silpa. I do love the way she tried to, play with the word. Everything is about C, compassion, communication, collaboration, avoid the confusion, conflict resolution. I love this. I love very much. And for next is our table topic master, Gabby. Mind-provoking question, Gabby. It's quite creative. I saw Akib have to do like this, thinking. So thank you so much for being our table topic master today. Time for the evaluator, everybody doing good. I think that's all from me. As usual, I love RSS because we start on time and we always try to finish on time. Do I have, I think I have everything. Well, thank you everyone. Back to you to Toastmaster of the day, Ruku.
I guess we have forgot the counter report.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, dear Modi. I was for the counter to come in because our counter has not counted ours today, unfortunately. But yes, I do have one observation, and this is about the non-formal communication. Because as I said in the beginning, we are just going to see what keeps things running, and wherever this running becomes hurdleous, that's where we know that we need to work on. And I felt that there were events like this in non-verbal communication rather than verbal. And I think you indicated one. So I noticed that some of us have this habit of looking into the sky as if our answers are going to come from the sky, somewhere from the sky, someone is going to tell us. And the other thing, which I do not know is our strength or our weakness, there is very thin line between it. That is the smile we make. Like sometimes we want to hide that we are not having it through giggles and smiles. And when the smile goes long, we know we are short of word, and this is obstructing the running the ride. So, and then for Melva, I have a specific observation of no, sorry. Oh my God. She says, oh
Mm.
my
Oh my
God.
God. Oh my
And
God.
the way when my smile is like, my laughter is beyond a stretch, we know it is hindrance. It's no more a strength. So let's work on our non-verbal, style as well. So with this, I give it back to you, Timothy.
Thank you so much, Ms. Yasmin. And thank you everyone for listening to me very patiently and showing empathy towards me. And with this, I would like to turn the meeting back again to our smiling president, Ms. Ayu Anantya.
Thank you, Ruku. Finally, I think you probably mentioned the empathy earlier, but at least now I hear it very well that you mentioned the word of the day, empathy. You know what? Something is a little different today. Everybody is, some people not coming. We are like some people have to have a double row and everything. But guess what? We are smiling. We, the meetings, like we are very close to each other. This is what I love about RSS. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I would like to invite Yasmin. Yasmin, maybe I want to ask Deja. Hi, Deja.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Hi.
This is your first time here in RSS.
It's my first time, yes, in this group meeting. I did Toastmasters several years ago, and I was looking for a local group.
Ah, how do you know us?
I searched online.
Oh, good. So, you know what? Sometimes we, how to say this? Yasmin, please help me. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, nice to see you, Dija.
Hi.
Would you like to introduce yourself? A little bit.
My name is Deja Stanley, and I work for Bonneville Power Administration in Vancouver, Washington. I'm currently staying at my grandmother's house in Roseburg, Oregon. So I looked for some Toastmasters groups around the area.
Deja, it's really nice to know that somebody from Roseburg is here too. We are in an international group, but based on Oregon. So maybe Michelle can help me giving a little bit introduction about our club to Deja. And Michelle, would you mind?
Sure. Hi, Deja. I live in
Hi.
Sutherland, which is about 15 minutes from Rose. You would be, if you join us officially, you would be geographically, you'd be the only person living actually in Roseburg, because Tiger is also from Sutherland. We have a member who lives down in Myrtle Creek, down south of Oregon, and the rest, as you can see and probably hear, are from all over the world. But
Yeah.
we would love for you to join. This club has a long history. It used to be called Feather Tongues, then it became Feather Communicators, and we eventually felt we should remove the word feather. We're no longer with Seven Feathers Casino Resort. And this is the name that we brainstormed. Storytellers, because we try to use storytelling if we can in our speeches, and some are better than others. Like Tiger is very good at storytelling, and yes, me, and also of course as speakers. So right now we are 100% on. But hey, sometimes Tiger and even Ayu, we met from a distance, or Kevin, we meet whenever somebody is within the vicinity, then we meet in person, but not really to have the meeting, more of just have coffee or just chat and take pictures, of course. So back to you, Madam President.
Deja, welcome to the club.
Thank you.
You are welcome to come again and again and again until you are feeling ready to speak. And at the moment, I would like just to ask you, what do you think about our meeting?
I think it was great. It reminded me a lot of the things that we used to do. I'm going to need a refresher of how to fill all the roles and the procedure and everything like that. But it was great to see. It was really well run, I think.
Thank you, Deja. Would you mind to share your email with us so you will get invitation for our future meetings?
Yes, I already sent it to Tiger.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we still have 5 more minutes to the end of our meeting. I would like to invite our Vice President of Education, Yasmin.
Okay, thank you, Ayu. I'm surprised we have still 5 more minutes. Then if we have time, why not to use it? Let me invite people in case they want to already volunteer or pick up some role for the next meeting. I think I have request. Okay, so I heard in the beginning that Heather made a request to do the role next week of the grammarian. So I'm just he's not here, but yeah, let's just keep that in mind that there was a request for grammarian role. And to begin with, if anyone wants to come up with speech, we have 2 speaking slots. I am looking at faces who have not delivered speeches for a long time. I think Gabby has not delivered for some time, right, Gabby? Besides, in case you have a pathway level to come, Ruku, you also showed some interest. So in case you think you will also like to try, I'm just throwing the idea from my side. You can confirm to me later in the week.
I'm really sorry, but on next Monday, I'll be having a test, so I won't be attending the meeting.
Okay, good to know that. Good to know in advance, and all the very best for your test. That's equally important. Gabby, you would like to have a speaker slot next week?
Okay, okay, Jasmine. I want to tell you
I don't hear you. Gabby, you are disconnected.
my last session with this Toastmaster because I my boss sent me a mail, maybe with a return to the office, and for me it will be it's difficult to connect it. The Toastmaster, maybe the next Monday uh, will be my last session. But yes, the next Monday, I would like to be the the speaker. Yeah.
I see. Okay, I understood your concern. You have overlapping times now. You have to go to work physically, right? Okay. But for the next week, I'll just put you on a slot. Melwa, any preferred role? Oh, next week also, Melwa is not sure if she will be making it, right? So I have Ikshal, Shilpa, and Michelle. Michelle, I'd never ask you for any role, but is there any role that you wish to have because it has been such a long time?
Well, I have to admit that it feels great not to have a role because in my other clubs, if usually I have to take a role, it's not a choice. The roles have to be filled. But if you have an open slot for anything that you need filled, you can just reach out to me. I would rather not choose the role. Just tell me what you want. If you're getting close and there is a role that you need to fill.
Okay, that is the general practice I follow with you, and I'll do the same. Shilpa, any
I'll take
preferred?
an evaluator, Yasmin.
Okay, okay. So I will note Shilpa for an evaluator. Okay, Akib, do you prefer to have any role next week?
No.
Not sure. Okay, so let's keep it open. If you
If you
are
have
here,
any vacancy and if you feel like it is required, I will do that. No problem.
okay. So you're not running short of speeches and stuff like that. You're not looking for speaker slot at the moment. Cool. Okay. And Deja, we also would like to see you next week, and perhaps we will keep the role open. So until and unless if there is something you already know that yes, you would like to do it because you haven't done it for a long time, we will more than happy to offer you that. To begin with, maybe grammarian could be easy.
Sure. Grammarian, that's when I make sure everybody says the word, right?
Right, right, right. So I will include you as grammarian, and I will reach out to Heather. I will perhaps ask him to be the timer. So I will send you the agenda, Dija. I have your email ID with me. I will send you the agenda, but it's the same time, I think, as we meet every week. And I will connect with you in case you have any further questions. But I'll include you as the grammarian, and please think of a word of it. Yeah.
Oh, I get to choose the word. Okay.
Just the word of the day and then count with the word of the day. And I think if you find any um, mistake or error in the grammar pronunciation, since we all, most of us is English as our foreign language or second language, it will be very helpful.
Okay. I can do that.
Okay.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Back to you, Ayu.
People, thank you so much. And with this, I announce meeting adjourned.